Yo, so this is a question that everyone's asking. Eli Manning retired yesterday, calling it a career. Two-time champ, four-time Pro Bowler, 17 and 7, 117, 117. Is he a Hall of Famer? In my opinion, no. But my opinion doesn't count. I'm not on Pro Football Hall of Fame committee. But I can stomach it. I can tolerate it. Yeah, you beat the best team of the millennium twice. Giants fans, look, I'm a New Yorker, but Giants fans got to let it go. I get it. I get the two championships, but this motherfucker was too inconsistent. Now I could stomach Hall of Fame because he won those two rings, and he's a Manning fan. He's a part of the Manning family regime. They're football royalty. They're gonna put him in. It is what it is. But this first ballot shit y'all talking, y'all gotta relax. First ballot, my ass. I've seen better players at their position that dominated that they motherfucking had to wait. They made Terrell Owens wait. Okay? They made Chris Carter wait. They made Steve Atwater still waiting. Drew Pearson still waiting. I've seen players that dominated their position that had to wait. This motherfucker didn't dominate his position. And when he was playing, there was 4 to 5 or 6 other quarterbacks that he wasn't better than Drew Brees, wasn't better than Brady. I don't care even if he did beat him. He didn't beat him technically. He beat the defense. Wasn't better than Ben. Skill set wise, he wasn't better than Rivers. Okay, he wasn't better than your brother. That's for damn sure. He was 117 and 116 up until they gave him that petty start. I think it was week 16. I think they played the Jets or something. They played them probably a very winnable game, and they gave him that start just so he could finish exactly 500 because he would have finished. They benched him halfway through the year for the rookie Daniel Jones, Danny Dimes. He would have been below 500 if it wasn't for that petty start, that pity start that they gave him. He would have been below 500. I don't care about all these passing records Giants fans are throwing at me because you play long enough, you're going to break a lot of passing records. Brett Favre was the all-time touchdown leader. He played 20 years. What the fuck do you expect? Not to put him in Brett Favre's category because he wasn't Brett Favre. But you play long enough, you're going to break a lot of records. I think he played from 04 till 2019. So he played 16 years. Look, he knows he was done. That's why he said fuck it and called it a career. Now, despite him being inconsistent and being washed, he could have been a fucking pretty good free agent. Somebody would have paid him to start this year. Somebody, a bad team or somebody trying to, progress, they would have paid him. But he knows he's done. And now there's rumors that he might join his brothers with ESPN. The brother that doesn't play football works for them, and of course Peyton works for ESPN Plus. I don't see Eli as an analyst or a commentator. He doesn't look like he has the personality. He always had that blank stare and that all shucks thing going on. I personally couldn't see him being a commentator. Maybe if they don't get Romo and they're just desperate, they'll probably just say, "Oh, we got all the Mannings. Come check us out." But this is no hate, but if they put him in first ballot, I will personally drive to Canton, Ohio, and I got to sit down with the committee because the Hall of Fame will lose credibility if you put this guy in first ballot over some of the guys that had to wait, that dominated their position and were consistent every year. This dude made the playoffs once since that last Super Bowl in 2011. First ballot, my ass. Okay, he led the league in interceptions 4 times. I believe twice he had over 20 interceptions. He wasn't consistent enough. There's guys who didn't win a Super Bowl despite him winning two that were more consistent. Phillip Rivers was more consistent than that. You kidding me? I mean, come on now. Like, I get it. It's funny because we always judge who was elite by who won championships. But there's quarterbacks that won championships that are not Hall of Famers. Trent Dilfer, Jim McMahon, Jim Plunkett, Brad Johnson. Now, those guys were there for the ride, okay, because they had good defenses or whatever. Hell, Nick Foles won a Super Bowl a few years ago. He wasn't there for the ride. He had a good game. I think through 3 touchdowns, the Philly special, and the Eagles, the fact that they got that as a statue was a fucking joke. It was a basic quarterback play. We've seen that plenty of times, but Nick Foles actually played well and won a Super Bowl. Is he a Hall of Famer? Fuck no. Like, y'all gotta let that shit go. It was great what he did, but let's be honest, those Giants Super Bowl runs were really based off the defense and good coaching from Tom Coughlin. He made a couple of good throws. The throw to David Tyree, it was a wobbly ass pass. David Tyree made a fucking incredible catch that nobody seen coming. And then the Patriots failed to change their coverage in the goal line situation, and they got a good matchup with Plaxico Barris over Ellis Hobbs. Congratulations. Historic, great victory will live on. He's not even the best Giants player of all time. He ain't fucking better than LT. And like I said, this ain't no hate. I have no reason to hate on Eli Manning. But I'm just being honest. You ain't even the best Giant of all time. First ballot, y'all are reaching. Y'all are reaching for the fucking sky. Hall of Famer, okay. Me personally, no. I can stomach it though, because I understand the importance of, the family tree and, who his brother is and all of that and the two Super Bowls. Granted, I get that. He lasted a long time, longer than a lot of people thought he would have lasted, because I personally thought the Giants should have moved on from him maybe 3 or 4 years ago. But this first ballot shit, y'all are being ridiculous, man. Is Eli Manning a Hall of Famer? Is he a first ballot Hall of Famer? I say hell no. But, Giants fans unrealistically are going to say yeah. And, hey, boycott the Hall of Fame if they don't give it to him. But if they give him first ballot, the credibility is in question. And I've yet to see a non-Giants fan say that he's a first ballot Hall of Famer, which is not a coincidence. Only Giants fans are saying this shit. So what do y'all think? Because I mean, that's just me. I'm not hating on Eli Manning at all. I have nothing to hate on this man. But I watched him his whole career, and I seen a lot of fucking inconsistencies, and there was time he had weapons. Plaxico, Odell, Saquon the last few years. Yeah, there was some plot holes, some bad offensive lines. Eric Flower. Yeah, I give you that. But he's not the only quarterback that had loopholes in the system, but those guys still found a way. One Super Bowl, one playoff appearance since that last Super Bowl. Come on, man. And then that was the game where they got washed by the Packers because Odell and them was partying with Justin Bieber and Trey Songz and shit. Nah, man. I'm not buying it.